Why, hello there, greetings, friends, and welcome back to a Pathfinder. Let's join our slightly diseased friends now. Greetings. I am returned with good news. Mostly. Mostly. All right. So, it's been a hot second since we last played, but fortunately, Pause at a very good location. Your group has indeed returned with a newly fixed horse and buggy. Oh man, I just read a book that called The Buggy something really weird. A pony trap, I think is what it was called. I think it's called a pony trap. And they kept saying pony trap over and over and over, and I'm like, please stop saying pony trap. Yes. So you know those smaller carriages that are meant for like one or two people, and then there's like a horse up front? It's called a pony trap, apparently. Or a carriage. Weird. Yeah. Very weird. They just kept calling it that, so I'm like, well, on to Google. Anyway, regarding all that, we have indeed arrived. We saved 2 people, removed some undead individuals that are, well, not here to brighten our day, and we have indeed arrived at Stonecrab. I forgot exactly what I said before, if the gate was up or the gate was down. I think I said the drawbridge was up. And as your group approaches, you can see 2 guards off in the distance, along with your, not pony trap, your carriage. And they hold their hands out. Of course, you guys cannot approach. And they wave as if to ask for you guys to signify or shout out who you are.
I will go ahead and call out Vega and party here on a mission from What's-His-Face.
Excellent. Tell you the name. What's his face? You know that guy? The face?
That dude.
We come to speak with Varus.
They look at your group. They see the other 2 that you have brought with you, and after exchanging looks, they give your group a nod. They wave up. The drawbridge is slowly lowered, but there is indeed a gate, and they motion for you guys to come on up as they slowly start looking through the carriage and such. They're checking your group up and down, making sure everything is fine. The 2 individuals that you guys saved, they smile as if to say, hi again. Not sure if they recognize them precisely. And they look at your group again and say, you said you're meeting with Ferris.
Yeah.
That's the one.
Perfect. He should be somewhere near the town center. Are you the group from Haydel?
That's right.
Well, nice to meet you all. They give a wave and a quick whistle, and suddenly the large metal gate slowly ka-chunk, 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 ka-chunk is pulled up, and they motion for you guys to move on in while pointing somewhere near the back, past the bridge to the right.
As we head in.
All right, as your group heads on in, carriage and everything still situated and pulled up together. I mentioned before that this is a very sizable town, primarily placed on top of a hill. The whole perimeter is locked down under a stone wall. If you guys super zoom out, there are some buildings on the outside, various farms and such. None of those are there. It is on a wasteland, but there is nothing out there. The only sign of life is on the inside. You see various guards that are stationed up along the wall, and as your group begins to move through this general location, you do see some people walking through town. They're not lazing about, though. They seem quite busy moving various crates and things of that nature. Everyone looks busy. And they mention that Ferris is just over the bridge, and then to the right, talking with someone. Y'all can meet with him at your earliest convenience.
We do that.
This is a giant stone crab statue.
It's not a giant stone crab, unfortunately.
Is it a cat person?
Wow,
Indeed.
Rude.
How's that rude?
Are you surprised, or?
No, he's sleek.
Very sleek. Your group moves about, and after you guys get past the bridge, the individuals that you saved basically let you know, all right, you all can hop off here, just turn right there. He should be in the general area. They will take the horse where it needs to be taken. Your group hops off, walks on through a puddle, and while the streets aren't crowded necessarily, you do see some people sitting around on benches and talking to each other and whatnot. Everyone, for the most part, looks pretty busy. New blood in town, so you're getting plenty of looks coming from all locations. People are looking at you.
Ooh, that makes me swagger extra hard.
Excellent. And as you walk up to this cat person,
I do swagger for different reasons.
You see that he's positioned in front of that very large tower I mentioned before that has a bunch of horns just pointing out of it. Not currently making a ruckus, but you would imagine this thing would be quite loud once blown, rang. Not really sure how it works. He seems to finish up with whatever conversation he was having with the soldier. He gives him a nod, and he kind of walks off to do his thing. Ferris whips around and turns to look at your group. Kind of gives all three of you, and then Flint, the good old up and down. You notice very quickly he has incredibly lean build with protective leathers that you can tell, without a doubt, tell a story and a life of struggle in combat. These aren't something you buy to impress a date. Both of his ears are pierced. He has a scar along his cheek, and the side of his ear is missing a chunk.
I actually kind of find that a little hot. A working man.
Okay, so the scar is the piercing or the working part?
You said it's not something that you would wear if you're looking for a date.
Very much so, yes.
I disagree.
Oh, I mean, those kind of dates, yes. A Vega date, if you will.
Yeah.
Very different. He smiles and looks you all up and down. All right. Hello, everyone. You're the new groups from Haydale, yeah?
That's us.
Yeah.
Ah, wonderful. Fresh blood. Fresh blood. How was the ride over?
Eventful.
Troubling and eventful. Well,
That sums it up.
not surprising. It's pretty shit out there, I'll be entirely honest. I assume your group is hungry, though.
Absolutely.
Always hungry.
Hungry and weirdly tired, actually.
Can't blame you. It's the weather. The general mood of things is, it's been getting to folk. It's very draining. If you don't all mind following me, though, we can have our conversation over elsewhere in the Liquid Truth. Just right over here up north. And he begins to walk around with your group in tow.
Did he just say the Liquid Truth?
Correct.
I love that name.
As you guys begin heading northward, you see there are a few individuals out here, and they're kind of chatting with each other. And over to the left, you see that most of these tables are completely empty. There is an umbrella or two, like a little overhang. And near the overhang, you see another individual who has two instruments in front of herself, and she's getting ready to play them. One of them looks to be stringed. The other one looks like some sort of woodwind number that doesn't really have any description. And as Ferris walks up, he gives her a wave and says, "Hello, Lavi, how are things?" She smiles widely and shows the instruments to him, and he goes, yes, of course. And you can tell the smile he offers her is not one of falsity, but sort of he gives her a look and says, "We do have new people in town. If you could keep it down just a wee bit. I know you've been trying to, find your sound, but play nice, yes?" And she smiles very widely at that and instantly kicks into song. As she does, Ferris breathes out, and he begins moving towards the entrance of the Liquid Truth. And as she does, she very passionately plays these instruments. You've never heard anything like this before. The individuals across from where you guys are, they stop to listen. She is awful. Completely atrocious.
Oh, no.
Some of the worst playing you've probably ever heard.
Wonderful.
The two individuals that look at each other as if to say, all right. And Ferris moves on in to the location to the north. And as your group heads on in, this should all be working. Apologies if you hit one of the warps to end up in hell.
Oh.
It should be fine. But there's an off chance that you're going to end up somewhere super weird. Just throwing it out there. They can be a little finicky sometimes. Not a big deal. But as you enter the first floor, there are definitely more people in here. They're drinking, having a good time. And you can faintly hear music coming from the upper floors. And as he is walking with your group, he's just kind of motioning for you all to follow. He waves at various individuals, and they wave back. And he leads you over to a set of stairs over to the right, which will lead us up a floor. And as we are doing this, he looks back to your group and says, "Well, I guess to be blunt, why you three? I'm sure you heard, and I'm sure you're aware this is a dangerous work we're involved in."
Because I'm good at what I do.
Well, perfect. We need experts, yes?
That's right.
Well, follow me. Unfortunately, we're going to the top floor. A bit of walking never killed anyone, though. As he heads around, he passes by some rooms with their doors closed, gives a couple of them a knock, and he heads on into
Flint.
I
was locked onto Flint, so I couldn't find it and move my token.
Oh, become as Flint. He takes a hot squat in this back room, closes the door behind him, gives your group a look and just breathes in, kind of judging you all, but not in a negative way, just sizing you all up. And he says, all right, well, you mentioned there was some, troubles, some shit on the way in. What exactly happened?
Zombies.
One of the supply carriages that was coming over was attacked, overrun.
Oh, that's not good. Was it the one you all brought in?
That's the one, yeah.
Oh. Seems
Actually, it was kind of a weird zombie.
do tell.
Did it have worms in it?
Ah, one of those. Not a fan.
No.
Those are most
Yeah.
assuredly quite strange.
Wait, do you see a lot of those here?
We see a lot of strange shit, yes. Did they speak to you, or did they just, were they the shamblers?
Well, one sure came close to making acquaintance with me.
Oh, how so?
I'll just show the bite wound, I guess.
Oh, that's not great.
Not feeling all the best either. They aren't
Hmm.
like, I don't know, poisons or anything, right?
Honestly, it
Venomous.
really depends. Some of them are. The strange wormy one, did you notice anything awfully discerning about it? And that one specifically, it did have animal skulls, sort of like armor running down one of its arms.
I'll say that.
All right,
Just mentioned that, yeah.
yeah, he nods along as, All right,
It was
all right.
definitely faster than the other ones.
You mentioned it didn't talk, right?
Not that we noticed.
I mean, it
I
screamed,
didn't hear
right?
it, I think.
Above
But-
board.
They do tend to scream, yes. You're not wrong. Sounds like you ran into some of the weirder, but not weirdest ones. Count yourselves lucky. Well, you all know why you're here. You saw the materials that we're bringing in. I'm assuming if the cart was crashed, then we probably lost some stuff in the process, but honestly, prefer to lose one or two than the entire thing. And it seems you saved 2 people as well, so good on you.
I
We
think we
s-
managed to salvage most of it.
Yeah, we salvaged as much as possible.
Excellent. Well, it seems we're off to a very good start then. How much did the church tell you, by the way?
I don't think anything.
I mean, they told us there was a sort of kind of invasion, I guess, and they were coming from different locations,
He's nodding along to that.
coming on more and more. And we're supposed to find the epicenter, I guess.
That's basically the long and short of it. You're not wrong. Well, the 3 of you seem to be specialists, so let's start you on a special mission, yeah? You all look tired, so of course, food's on the house. You can get something on the first floor, ground floor, that is. There's some music on the floor prior. I'm sure you heard they're prepping something. The music is was the heart of the town at some point. Things have gotten kind of shit, though. But we haven't given up. I'm sure you noticed the worrying amount of people running around outside. Not all of them have homes, unfortunately, so a lot of the resources are to build makeshift homes for now, anything we can do, honestly. Most of them, I would say almost all of them, are refugees from local towns. Completely overrun. Most people that didn't take the warnings died. Those that ventured off on their own, unfortunately, north, south, wherever they decide to go, well, we've got no way of protecting them. Our guards are having issues with these anomalies you run into. And I mentioned before, the ones that are a little extra chatty. There's something wrong with some of them. Not entirely sure what it is, but I'll be blunt with you. We've seen some folk such as yourselves in the past. They didn't come back after a few missions. I cannot guarantee your safety, which I'm sure you're aware. We'll do our best to pay as well as we can. Honestly, we don't really have too much use for gold at the moment. We need resources. We need food. We need ways to keep people warm. And we need houses. There's a lot. Our backs are up against a wall, currently. And we're starting to run low on resources. I'm sure it's not surprising, but most were left behind in the local villages and such.
Yeah.
As I mentioned, I'll give you all a day to decompress. But tomorrow, I do have something for the 3 of you. There's a local town named Barrel. And if our scouts are to be believed, it's one of the first towns that was abandoned. Well, half abandoned, half slaughtered, but I'm sure you've seen enough of that not to be too scarred by it. Regardless, I can fill you in on all the juicy details tomorrow. But, long story short, I'm sure you've seen this before, we need you to move in, protect some folk. I've got some individuals to come with you. They're actually on the last floor. You might have seen them. They're listening to the music. Also decompressing from another mission the other day. We're losing far too many good people, so do please try to be careful. We just need you to move in, protect the folk for as long as you can, get as much as you possibly can, return to Stone Crab, and you'll be rewarded.
Wow, that sounds a little too easy.
I mean, that is the point, isn't it?
All right.
He stretches as he stands and motions to the door for all of you. Do you have any questions before I let you loose in the town?
What's the nearest doctor?
Nearest doctor? They're going to be busy, I'll be honest. But yeah, you can probably get that scratch looked at. It doesn't really look too bad currently, but I wouldn't take any risks.
No, it doesn't seem to be healing all too well, so, precaution.
Yeah. I'll see if I can pull some strings and get you pushed to the front of the line. I gotta make sure the three of you are in tip-top shape, yeah?
Yes, please.
All right. And, yeah, I guess since you're asking for a doctor, the three of you wouldn't happen to know any back in Haida that were looking for work, would you? Contractors maybe as well?
I can send a message back.
Would be appreciated. We do need more doctors and, well, people to put up.
I mean, I can do my basic first aid if you need that, but...
Honestly, anything can help. Today, though, I would insist the three of you rest. As I mentioned, food, room and board, everything will be taken care of. You don't need to worry about that at all. And with that, he pops the door open and heads on out. Good to know if y'all want some food. The floor prior, floor 1, they're going to be playing some music soon, so you can head on down there, pop a squat, take some seats, and you guys are more than welcome to listen to the music, order some food, and kind of just relax. The three individuals to the south of the seating arrangement, they're the ones that you're going to be protecting the townsfolk with. So, working buddies, effectively. He gives you a look as well, Arbliss, as you guys are descending the stairs. And he specifically motions to your weapon. He says, what's the range on that?
A couple 100 feet.
Not bad, not bad. Vega, your name was, right?
Yeah.
How do you feel about ranged combat?
It's not something I'm good at.
I chuckle.
All right, fair enough. Only asking, because tonight, well, you won the lottery that I definitely didn't pull ahead of time. Your group, with the three down there, and he motions to the three individuals sitting to the south, you're going to be manning one of the faces of the walls. So get real nice and chummy with them. And any bullshit that happens to run its way up to us, just give them a nice shot between the eyes, yeah?
I
Sounds great.
guess I will catch any stragglers that people miss.
Sure. If you need a bow or something, let me know. But truthfully speaking, Vega, if you're not talented in the ways of archery, just let us know. We only have so many arrows.
Yeah, I'm not.
I mean,
Alright,
do you have
fair
any siege equipment on there?
We do.
She
but,
can help with the. She can help with the aiming. Need some muscle.
all right. We'll probably have you man one of those then, Vega. Maybe just keep the spirits up. Just chat with everyone.
Sure, that'll work.
Just try not to fire it unless you absolutely need to. I said we're low on arrows. We're extra low on the ballistae.
Noted.
Animal.
And you, Kane, you got the arcane arts, all right?
A little bit.
Perfect. Well, you see any of those bastards walk up to a wall? Just give him a shoot in the face, yeah?
Will do.
Perfect. He gives a wave to the person handing out food, as if to say, it's on me, as per usual. Tend to these individuals. And as he's heading downstairs, do y'all have any questions for Varys, or?
No.
Not right now, at least.
All right, he offers you a smile and heads downstairs. All right, and back to your group. You can see that the three individuals that are already here, they're already chatting, they're drinking, eating mostly finger foods at the moment. But the individual up front, they pick up their instrument that they have been tuning the entire time, and they begin to play. The music is soft, not too aggressive or loud, perfect background music.
Hey, we're going to be with you guys tonight?
As you shout that out, the three of them go to look in your direction, and you see three people. You see a drow, a human in a green cowl, and you see a gnoll off seating furthest from you all. The drow gives you a nod. She says, yep, you're the new ones.
That's right.
Yes.
Perfect. Well, my name is Sign. Who are you all?
I'm Vega.
Marvelous. This is Flint.
Kane.
She nods, as if to say, hello. And she turns around to motion to the other two. The Knoll speaks up and says, "My name is Malia. Nice to meet you all. Good to get more help." And the middle individual is staring at you, Vega, really hard.
I stare back.
He points at you and says, "Did you say your name was Vega?"
You heard correctly.
Holy shit.
What?
Were you in Torello not too long ago? God, was it 6 months ago? A year?
Yeah, I was.
Were you with a group of two others? Big Dragonborn and Aarakocra?
I want to rack my brain if I perhaps offended this guy in some way,
No.
or
No.
killed his friend.
No.
You killed someone, and someone died. He looks at you and goes, "Oh my god," and he actually stands up and moves past Sin. And he doesn't go to hug you, but he goes to walk up to you and go like, "Oh my god, I haven't seen you in forever. Like, I'm shit. It's me, Philip. Oh man, you probably don't remember me. Do you remember sorry, I gotta give me a second. Oh man.
I do look very confused. Details, please.
All right, sorry. You know the two families that are in Torella right now?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you remember the really shitty son, Gregor?
Yeah, I remember him.
The dead one?
Yeah, I remember him.
Okay.
The dead one.
Yeah, unfortunately. Well, my brother and I were working for him.
He got what he deserved.
Yeah, he did. But my brother and I were working for him. My brother's name was Brad. And, unfortunately, he summoned some shadows or some dumb bullshit.
Wait, were you one of those guys he rescued that was going to get eaten by that shadow monster?
Yes, I was also kind of... Yeah, we were trying to not kill you, just take the stone from you. No hard feelings. Things have changed now, obviously, but my brother didn't make it out of that, unfortunately. And I ran on some pretty hard times, but... Holy shit, you're still alive. Awesome.
I will go ahead and give him a very strong handshake.
All right,
Still kicking butt.
Not dead. Doing real solid, actually. Things in Torello were perfectly fine, but my family's from up here, so I decided to move back for a while, and then I heard how shit things were, and I can't leave them like this, so I stay behind.
Well, we're here to help.
God, it's perfect. Well, it's gonna be the three of us, plus y'all, so the six of us. It varies.
7 of us.
7. Oh, of course. He smiles and waves down to Flint. Oh, God. How are the other two doing, by the way? I've not seen them in forever.
Do I know what they're up to?
You tell me. Probably not, I would assume.
I mean, the only thing you would know is that Umbra went very far away.
And the other one was who?
Aerosolus.
Wow.
Birdman.
Remember his bird?
Forget my boy. I see how it is.
I mean, technically, Soul was also there, but
Wait, what would your bird boy be doing?
sitting in a tree, doing bird things.
Sure, just doing bird things.
Doing bird things. I will answer. Oh, we split ways. They went somewhere far away, and that's the last I heard of them.
Oh. Knowing them, they're probably still doing well, going strong. I mean, shit.
Oh yeah, I'm sure they're great.
Yeah, you look fantastic. Wow. And he motions like, come on, drinks. Let's we got all day. Let's relax. And with that, he gives a group of smiles to say, like, fantastic. It's nice to see someone I recognize. While people are, I wouldn't say partying, putting on a mask of splendor, you can very clearly tell that a lot of the individuals here are trying to drown their sadness. Those that aren't busy outside are in here eating, maybe taking a quick break from whatever's going on out there. But looking at the situation, you definitely know things are dire. Once you're here in Stone Crab, there's really no leaving. And the three of them are already fairly well into their cups, not super drunk or tipping over or anything.
I mean, we're doing a night shift, so we kind of can't get drunk.
Yeah, exactly. They'll get drunk enough that they can do the night shift. And they'll definitely let you know. Malia leans over and says, regarding how much you can drink today, it's what, barely past noon? When they say night shift, they do mean night shift. We're going to be around from 9 till the morning. Around then, but it won't be too bad. Someone will take over the early morning shift, so we should be able to get some rest.
Excellent. How do these night shifts usually go?
They're not too bad. Honestly, we've maybe gotten a little too drunk a couple times, and for the most part, you'll see 1 or 2 walkers, nothing too big. Occasionally there's some nasty shit, but that's what we got the bells for.
The bell.
Yeah, it's how we, multiple ways of communicating, but that's one of them. Horns, bells, all that good
As
shit.
in what? You call for help?
Oh, yeah, of course. I mean, 6 people can't.
Oh, well, I'm sure I can handle them.
Oh, of course. But, we're on one side of the wall, they're on the other. And this hasn't happened frequently, so don't freak out. But there have been cases of hundreds.
I'm sorry, what?
Like I said, don't freak out.
All right, I'm good. I'm not that good.
I mean, you're good when you're on the wall.
Yeah, I'm useless up there.
Can you drop rocks?
Actually, yes. That I can do.
As long as you can aim, good enough.
You'll be
Wait.
fine.
Wait, do I need to go rock hunting? To make sure we have plenty?
If you want rocks, we got rocks. Plenty of rubble.
Oh, okay.
Don't worry, you'll do fine. I'll make sure of that.
And with that, the 3 of them cheer as the individual in the middle plays a somewhat peppier, more upbeat song, and there's some individuals dancing in the background.
She's much better than the one downstairs, right?
Infinitely better. There's a reason she's outside.
Damn.
But everyone can hear her out there.
The walls are pretty good. The windows are closed.
Literal cat yowling.
Yeah, basically.
Damn.
And with that, you guys can spend a couple hours here chilling with them, eating and drinking. And for Arbalist, for someone to look at you, we won't have them roll a medicine check to roll your save. It'll just succeed. And basically, you'll have a slightly higher chance to get your disease treated.
Like if possible, I don't mind buying some, what's it called, antitoxin, I guess?
Gives you a +2.
Anti whatever the hell it's called.
Anti something.
Luckily, it's only 3 gold.
There we go. Not bad.
They have one.
Anti-plague lesser. You said you want to buy one of those?
Yeah, if they have any.
The answer would normally be no, but fortunately,
I mean, they are dealing with a zombie plague.
indeed, you guys were able to save those individuals.
Nice.
Alrighty, by the end of the day, you can make that save again. And theoretically, you can click yourself, put your finger over that debuff, and click the Fortitude save in the chat, and that really should roll it for you. I'm kind of sad you can see the GM information because it's supposed to be private, but I guess when it's up there, it displays everything.
It hides it.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's whatever. Pretend you can't see it. Purge it from your meta brain. Alrighty.
I will recall knowledge to gain the DC.
And alright. Alrighty. Besides all that, y'all finish here. For the most part, you guys are very aware that this town is not going to have many items and things of that nature. They will have things once we go out and we're able to save folk and pillage our own villages and such. But items such as these, we'll have a couple of, but it's going to be mid to lowish tiers. If you guys need something in particular, just ask and they might have it. But around this time, Arbalist, someone is indeed able to look at you.
Give it to me straight, Doc.
So, when they give it to you straight, oh damn it, there's no. I was hoping there was something I could put on you to give you the +2. As they give you the look over,
I can give it myself. It's fine.
Yeah. Just give yourself a +2 on top of the roll. The item will be automatic, obviously. They kind of gave you the look over as if to say like, I don't know. It looks as if it's getting bad, but hasn't gotten anywhere just yet. This is something you're going to want to take care of, though, primarily because your overall stamina is going to suffer the longer you have whatever this ailment is. It's not something we want to get worse. So they are able to give you a few things that can hopefully help. They dress the wound. They let you know that get some rest, and you probably let them know that, hey, I'm going to be on the wall tonight. It's like, fine, just hang back. You let them do the work. They understand. Just show it to people. I know people don't want to be babied, but if you say, hey, I was bit or scratched or something, they'll understand. Especially here, they'll understand.
Wait, he knows that he's going to turn into a zombie, right? They should have seen someone already turn into a zombie from bite marks.
There's different versions of afflictions and plagues and such, so it's difficult to tell.
Maybe this one just makes me very sick.
Yeah, so some do indeed just make you really sick and do damage, and then they just cap out at doing more damage, like a centipede poison, and then they fall off. Others, yes, will turn you. Or kill you, then turn you.
I see.
Indeed. So, if you guys have anything to do, or anyone you want to chat with prior to it being nighttime, let me know. Otherwise, yes, you can go ahead and do that Fortitude save for me.
That is a 21.
Excellent.
Very average roll.
Very. So I also added another mod called Modifiers Matter. If something causes you to succeed or fail, it will be lit up in green. So, assuming we didn't have the other bonus, the anti-plague potion is actually what saved you a little bit there. So that will bring you down to stage 1 of the sickness. So you are feeling definitely better.
Yeah. Sadly, the anti-plague is a one-time use, so I technically would need to buy another one if I wanted from tomorrow.
Can you remove it from yourself?
Yeah.
Okay. So after chugging that down, spending a little bit of money, getting looked at, you're able to relax Arbalist and you feel better. You definitely feel better. The sickness bit into you last time after. Something in your guts churned the wrong way. But now, seems to have evened out. And about by this point, it'll be wall time for you, Arbalist, when you headed outside. The people that were outside listening to Lavi, they went inside. And she's still playing. She was waving to people, pausing the music at the absolute worst time, and then instantly going back into what might have been a rhythm or something. She's alternating between the instruments and doing her best, but yeah.
Well, that definitely is something.
And by that point, I won't drag you guys outside. We'll just stay here. But you're called by Ferris to basically sit up on the wall for a couple hours. Then you guys can get your rest. And then after that, they'll have you guys basically head out midday of this next day to go get the shit done, basically. So while you guys are waiting up on this, on the wall, they have some extra bows. There's basically a barrel full of arrows. It's relatively cold, so you can tell that the 3 individuals, Malia, Philip, and Sign, they have extra, cloaks and such on, animal furs and such to keep warm. Of course, some were offered to you guys as well, if you'd like them. As I mentioned, things are indeed getting colder. And is there anything that y'all want to ask them, or just kind of chit-chat the night with them?
Think there's anything really?
I mean, if anything, the only thing that you'd notice for Arbalest is that he is acting slightly different on top of the wall.
How so?
Like he has become more commanding, I guess.
More comfortable up there?
Basically. Like it feels like he's more in tune with on there. Like he's giving commands, he's helping people. He's telling people how things are done.
Boy, oh boy, Arbalest, you seem like you're right at home up here.
Nah, it's weird. It's almost like I've spent more time on the wall than downstairs. Huh?
As you're doing all that, Sin will lean in over to Kane and say, "Is he normally like that?"
No, not really.
He does have amnesia, though.
Oh,
actually,
so
I would have pulled Vega aside and taught her how to use the siege Arbalest.
Ooh, I'm very interested. And I have an itchy trigger finger.
Yes, well, luckily you will be mainly working on the reloading on this one, because it requires a lot of muscle. They're heavy.
I have that covered, don't worry.
Good.
It's also very much not loaded for the exact reason that they don't have much ammo.
Yes.
And while you guys are sitting out here, the rain has mostly let off, and you can feel the wind blowing through your hair, and it's a relatively calm night. And as you're all chatting, maybe snacking on some dried food and such, suddenly, Malia, who's not in the current conversation, hears a snapping of twigs in the distance. And both her and Flint kind of turn to look in that direction, and you can hear a low growl come from Flint.
How's the wind smell?
Usually pretty good, but, well, good point. When there's a horde of them, it smells like shit, to be blunt.
No, rot in the air.
Precisely. And they lean over the wall a bit and start looking into the forest just beyond the way, past the moat. And lo and behold, there's something shambling about in the darkness. And as they're kind of watching it, all 3 of them, sort of in unison, turn to you, Arbalest.
Might as well start.
That one's pretty far. You said you were good shot, right?
How far away is it from?
Oh, for you, it's very reasonable, but for rock throwing distances, not great. You're up on the wall, past the moat, and it's maybe 10 feet into the woods.
We'll see. I've been feeling a bit under the weather lately, but...
Alrighty, a 27. As you fire that off, you just stick this thing right through the throat, and it does a quick, pure away, coughs a few times, takes a couple steps, and falls to the ground, dead, making one more thump. And after a second waiting to see if anything else stirs, it does not. they turn to you and they kind of golf clap for you. Like, not bad, pretty impressive. Your friend is a good shot.
Smug nod.
Well, we'll definitely be needing that come tomorrow. A little, yeah. These are also the dumb ones.
Yeah.
Ferris
We
mentioned...
ran into a few of these smarter ones.
Well, on that note, Ferris mentioned to you there are smarter ones, right? When you say smarter, what were they doing?
I don't remember. Out of game, I don't remember.
Well, let's just say that they are unique.
He made it sound like they were smarter ones than the ones we came across.
To be sure. Now, I'll be honest, I haven't seen too many of them, but for the most part, these mindless beasts can't really be confused because there's and she pokes at her head, nothing up there.
Well, there's something up there for the smarter ones. He mentioned talking ones. What do they say?
Depends. Some of them act like, well, us. They just chit-chat. They'll try talking to you, talking to each other. It sounds mostly coherent. Others are a little more worrisome. They legitimately just seem like one of us. Except, dead.
I mean, they look dead too, right?
Oh yeah, they look dead, but they can organize.
So hang on, like they don't realize they're dead?
See, that I'm not sure. I've not really sit down and spoken with one.
Weird.
That's troubling.
Now I kind of want to.
Oh, you talk with them. Have at it. Have fun. See them. You're going to see them. I can guarantee it.
I thought you said they were rare.
Oh, they're rare. Normally. Here, they're worryingly common.
I'm gonna go find some rope.
As you say that, Malia kind of points out and shows you about 20 feet or so from you. There's some rope.
Excellent. If I see a smart one, I'm gonna jump down off this wall and go catch it.
Oh, wait, gods, you mean like here?
You bet.
You don't seem to have changed very much, Vega. All right.
That's how I do things, yes.
I normally say that's very stupid, but I think for you that falls more into the lines of bravery.
I mean, we kind of need to know where they're coming from, right?
Yeah, intel is important, I guess.
Oh, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Fortunately, they are rather robust, one might say. Sort of hard to kill, so you can chop them into, not tiny pieces, but, a fraction of their former self, and then probably question them after that.
Hold up. I'm looking at the rope in my hands, as in this isn't strong enough?
Oh, no, I mean, you can cut their legs off. They can't run away that way.
I'm gonna put my hand on my sword. I like that better. That might make them angry, though. I don't know if they'd be willing to talk after that.
They're not going to talk if you tie them up either.
Yeah, but I won't be physically injuring them.
Yeah.
They're already dead, honestly.
Yeah, precisely. I'm sure they'd know the difference, but all the same. Regardless, that is it does seem to be the problem here. Ferris thinks he knows what's going on, or where we're going to head to next, I guess after this next little outing.
He did say we're going somewhere tomorrow.
Yeah, there's a old village named Barrel. I've not been there myself, but apparently they left in a hurry, left a lot of things behind.
That's what he said. Do you know why they left?
Yeah, the horde.
I mean,
people started changing. People started killing them. You got just a bunch of regular townsfolk. They can't defend themselves.
All right, and then one more question. Have you guys ever caught a smart one before?
If my group specifically, no. If they've caught one, they haven't told us about it.
I feel like it's kind of important. All right.
A little, yeah. The land here has a very troubling history, one might say. A lot of buried secrets that are, unfortunately, rearing their head as of now.
Details?
Yeah, details regarding what? The whole thing?
Buried secrets? Are we talking about scandals, murders?
Oh, yeah, a ton of that.
Ritual or accidental?
Oh, very much on purpose. 100% on purpose. There were two families in the general area, one on each side of Stone Crab. The Dirge Keeps and the Summer Dawn family. Basically, they, let's just say they didn't like each other very much. Shit went down, and they fought quite a bit. Something bad happened, and, one night they just suddenly went kaput. Both gone. Freak storm, I heard.
Freak storm?
Yeah, that's what the history books say, at least.
So they didn't wipe each other out?
oh, that sounds like a cover-up to me, honestly.
Maybe a little, yeah, but, I mean, I won't disagree. All I know is, they ain't done fighting, apparently.
Okay, so hang on. Are the zombies these family members or just random folks?
Some of them are. Some are also random, well, unfortunately, victims of local towns and stone crab. But a lot of them have been wearing the insignia of those two families. And yes, if you're wondering, they do mean you violence. It's the main reason we haven't questioned any of them. Very difficult to when they're trying to rip your throat out.
How long ago were these families? You said history books.
Oh, gods. I'm not great with history. It was a while back. When I say buried and gone, their homes and everything are gone. I do literally mean buried. Right, Philip? Yeah, buried, as in completely gone. There maybe...
So are we talking 200 years, 800 years?
Oh, probably closer to 200, maybe 100.
All right.
Yeah, didn't happen yesterday.
So are these smarter ones also mostly the family members, or?
Mostly, yeah, from what we've seen.
Interesting.
It's troubling when we see our own people reanimated and around talking again. The weird thing is, it's from what I've heard, I've not seen it myself before, but it still seems like the same person, which shouldn't be possible. I'm pretty sure that's why the church called y'all in.
I'm sorry, say that again?
From what I've heard, if the undead speak, a lot of the times it's just blah, 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 blah. Not like, but when they say words, it's just random shit. From what some people have said, he looks to Sign, and she nods, and looks to your group, says, some of these folk from here and local villages that have died, it's been reported. As I mentioned, I've not seen it myself, but some folk like yourselves that have helped. Apparently, when they reported back, they said they were asking for certain people, they were saying certain names. They seemed worried, but also bloodthirsty at the same time. This leads us to believe that they retain some portion of their personality, which should be impossible because they're dead. That part of them should be gone to the other side by this point.
Well, it's not possible, but it's unlikely.
At this point, I'll really believe anything. All I know is they need to die.
I really need to talk to several of them.
You'll get your chance tomorrow. Just be careful.
Yeah, I got it.
And by this point, the three of them grow quiet as they look over the horizon, not necessarily looking into the woods, just checking out the stars and the moons and kind of just relaxing and looking out. You guys don't really hear anything else for most of the night. If the three of you want to ask them any questions, you're more than welcome to. Otherwise, you'll be relieved by another group. You'll be able to rest, and then we can go to tomorrow.
That's all the questions I have in mind.
Yeah.
I don't really have anything.
Alrighty.
I mean, I can use this opportunity to take another peek at the stars.
Sure. Anything particular you're looking for?
Are any of them missing?
Are any of them missing? Sure. What did I have you roll last time?
I think nature or something, right?
Yeah, go for it.
I would like to hunt prey the stars.
Hmm.
That's not
Nice. 25. Very good. You rolled an 18.
I will say I would probably only notice it if those stars that were missing were part of like a important constellation for like tracking, I guess. Wayfinding, stuff like that.
But there is indeed a constellation. Now, this might not have been a constellation that you yourself used, but you were very much aware of it. It moved around various circles, one might say. There's a fairly obvious constellation of what some folk call a cat. Some hunters will refer to as maybe something a little more violent than a cat. Tiger, lion, something along those lines. The only problem with it is the current us, Vega and Kane. This is a short-tailed cat, little bobtail cat. Many children look up at it. They joke. Hey, look how cute the kitty is in the sky. But Arbalest, you know this cat did not always have a short tail. At one point in time, it very much had a long tail. And you're looking at it, maybe thinking, light pollution, wrong angle, you're tired. But no, there are, most assuredly, stars missing on its tail. It is short. And this seems off to you.
I mean, he would definitely bring it up. That's weird.
I mean, stars do die sometimes.
Have you ever seen a star die?
I haven't been alive that long.
No, but there have been records, and if it happens, it is exceptionally rare, and there are indications.
I guess a whole tail is kind of weird.
Yeah, that would be a lot.
Yeah, but that's the issue. I definitely remember it being longer. And usually, when stars die, they flicker, right? He'll point at a random star that's like Actually, can you see that? I'm not sure.
As you're pointing up, the three of them are looking along with you.
I usually stars that die, they flicker, they change color, stuff like that. And the ones in the tail that I remember, at least, they definitely weren't doing that. It should have gone on for like thousands of years, according to the records.
As you're recalling all this, Philip leans toward you. I'm sorry, how old are you?
Honestly, I'm not sure.
Amnesia.
Oh. I mean, when you say
It's a long story. Let's just say that I was around before the Waste War.
Oh, shit. Okay. I'm about to say, you do
They
know
should
what
have, at least.
amnesia means, right, Vega? But, I won't
I
question
think
you.
it's a bit more magical than just generic amnesia, honestly, but
The three of them nod as if to say, we've maybe seen something weirder, we don't know.
things happen.
We could mention it to Arter and the priest, see if maybe they keep astrological records.
Maybe. I'll just whisper, the guy in the cave. He did say look at the stars for answers, right?
Yeah.
He did.
Yeah, well, this seems like something.
Yeah, but I don't know what it means.
Well, neither do I.
I second my own suggestion of asking the old fogies.
Well, once per day, you can ask one old fogey.
True.
Oh, that is super true. And it's nighttime, so I guess I gotta use it now, huh?
Would you like to?
Yes.
All right, I believe it has to be 25 words or less, so what are you asking?
Oh, good.
Give me 2 seconds to think about this.
I love this spell. It's so stupid.
Now, you don't need to be super literal, you can just say what the general idea is.
Can you check star records for
You can also say that I remembered something.
for the name of the cat constellation? Arbalest remembers it had a long tail.
You receive almost an instant response, Vega, of Constellation, Cattail. We'll look into it.
13 word.
It's 13 words, okay.
25 isn't a lot for people in my Monday game.
Gotta be concise.
They add in a lot of words that do not need to be said, and it just kind of makes it harder for them.
Excellent, like,
Yep.
That's one. Damn it, that's two. Damn it! Stop saying damn it! All right, it is mental, so if your mental capacities aren't working, then it'd be even harder, I think.
Please, I'm a little dumb. I guarantee I can simplify things.
Most definitely.
I mean, surely you can write it down before you message him.
of course.
That too, yes.
Vega can write, right?
Yes. She's not that dumb.
You never make sure.
She's pretty smart, actually, okay?
He's very wise. I think you're the wisest,
Very,
actually.
very wise barbarian.
Oh, I was like, in what way? Oh.
Literally.
Maybe. I only have a 14 in wisdom, I think.
Oh, she does too. So
I
she
need
can.
this for my perception check, so.
Yeah, she needs
I
it for
also
her
have a
sword.
14.
Okay, you're all equally wise. Congratulations.
This is fine.
If we need book smarts, we got Kane.
Yeah. I only have a 12 for int, so.
You know, it's also a good thing that I'm friends with this arch wizard. Otherwise, I don't think he'd be interested in helping me with the star chart.
Probably not, but he's going to assume this is an important question because you asked it out of nowhere.
I mean, surely he's curious about missing stars too.
I mean, yeah, that's definitely a weird question.
Especially coming from me.
Most assuredly, he is definitely looking into your case. And by this point, you all get your rest. We all awake, and you know basically it's time to meet Ferris in the same office. I won't drag you guys to that portion of the map, but he calls you all up there. On that second floor, there are some rooms. Those are basically the rooms that you guys are all allowed to stay in. You got one each. There's multiple inns like this. There's a whole separate floor section, so we don't need to worry too much about taking someone else's room. They were unoccupied. But he calls you all in, gives you all the up and down, says, well, all right then. I assume the four of you got some good rest last night, yes?
Great, yeah.
I mean, did we if we had the night shift?
We slept like, what, 4 or 5 hours in the wee morning hours?
Yeah, true.
Yeah,
Like
I mean,
sunrise
we
hours?
Could have taken chips on the wall, it's fine.
Yep, yeah, that you were incentivized to not be lazy, but, one or two people can rest their eyes. If you need them, just wake them up, and then you're being, unless you sleep poorly, they're waking you up around.
Actually, I feel like Vega probably wouldn't have slept very well because she'd be so itchy to do something.
Fair enough. It's more of a midday wake up, though.
Luckily, Flint makes a very nice pillow, so I will less slept well.
He nods along at your guys' recounting of your sleeping. Says, good, perfect. Well, I assume the three of them clued you in on a little at what we'd be doing precisely.
Getting resources
yes,
from
please.
town, yeah.
All right, it should be fairly straightforward. It's going to be the three of you, plus the three of them. There'll be about, he pulls up some papers. I believe it should be 6 volunteers this time. Yes. There might be 8, but it should be 6. These people cannot defend themselves. Your job is to protect them. You make sure they do not run into any issues. While you're allowed to assist if you want, looking around the town and such, your primary job is to make sure they don't get eaten. I'll be blunt. Of course, defend yourselves as well. But this is very, very important. You're going to have to lug all this shit back. I heard you brought some horses in. That's good. We have a relatively sized carriage that we can let you all borrow, but it can only carry so much. And some of these things, these bastards are fast. So don't get too greedy, all right? I'll trust the three of you to make that judgment call as to, when to call it quits and peace the hell out. But, contradictory advice. Get as much as you can, but don't get greedy. It's really important. We're running worryingly low on medical supplies and food. So find what you
When
can.
was the last time you sent a group there?
At this location specifically, it was a while back. None of them made it. We didn't send anywhere near enough.
Hold up. So you sent a group and no one came back?
He sighs and looks up from the paper over to you, Vega. Yes, correct. But we sent, like I said, far fewer individuals. Only 4. They were a scouting team. They weren't supposed to come to Barrel specifically, but they did. They thought it would be a good time to move through. And we lost 2 horses, a cart, whatever they brought with them, and of course, said individuals.
So there should still theoretically be a working cart there.
I wouldn't rely on it, but yes, if yours for any reason goes down, or if you're struck, I heard one of you was good with woodworking. So if you work quickly, yeah, sure, why not?
Well, I'll see what I can do.
I mean, shoot, if it's in a good working order, if you can get it up and working, then you can bring more stuff back.
Do you have a map of the town?
A vague one, yes. It's not too hard to get around, honestly.
It would be nice to know which buildings to head directly for.
He nods and turns, and as he shows you a sheet of paper, he points out a small handful of buildings that where they believe are the most items. The scouts have marked these ones as most likely our best prospects.
All right.
Any questions before I send you 3 off?
Which,
No, I don't
is this in
think
the
so.
direction the horde usually comes from, or opposite, to the side?
There's not one specific direction, unfortunately, Vega. They come from everywhere. Expect to be attacked, if that answers your question for you.
I'm assuming these smart zombies are smart enough to open up doors, right?
Oh, far beyond, yes. They can allegedly hold a full conversation with you. At least the ones I've run into could.
Can you give me some shackles, please?
I think I have some, actually.
Some shekels.
I just want several pairs because I intend to bring back prisoners if we come across some smart ones.
He slowly nods at that. All right. It's going to be a lot of you, so be careful. You're going to have to keep it in the carriage with you. You can't drag it behind. You're going to have to be moving pretty quick.
Yeah, we'll assess if it's worth doing.
Yes, please. And Vega, I do appreciate the go-get attitude, but don't get killed over it. It's not worth it.
I have no plans to die, thank you.
Excellent. Well, if that's all, you can keep the map. You're going to be needing it. The scouts and the people that we're sending with you, they know precisely where to go. Some of them, fortunately, were locals of Barrel. Then you got Malia.
Perfect.
Yeah. Then you got Malia, Philip, and Sign. With the 6 of you, 7, waves to Flint, things should go swimmingly, yeah?
Flint waves back.
Yep.
The dog wave.
Very excited.
He wags his tail back.
What a good boy.
Good buoy. And with that, they show you to your cart and carriage. You meet the, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, indeed. Okay, there are 6 individuals. I've already thrown them on the map. They're the ones you need to protect from any alleged, not that we get attacked, of course, enemies or nasty ne'er-do-wells.
Does anyone want to have the holy water that Flint has on him?
I feel like I probably should, since
Yeah.
I'm, melee.
Because it's very strong. It should be very strong against zombies.
Well, I will be saving it for worst case scenario, there's a giant one.
All right. If
Well,
there's,
it's better against hordes, I think, because it has like the splash thing.
Ah, gotcha.
And it triggers their weakness if they have it.
if there's any specific items you need to move around ahead of time or anything you want to do ahead of time, please
They
let
should
me
just be
know.
able to take it from Flint, so
Do they have potions?
Did you want to buy more?
I did, yeah. I only have one.
you can take some from Flint if you want. He has 2 more on him as well. And because they're elixir of life, they also give you bonuses to the sea saves.
You'll probably
after
need that.
after you use them.
I probably will. I'm like, I had no plans to die.
Yeah.
Has nearly
I mean,
died
it's-
several times.
It's kind of weird. You technically need to drink it before you get bitten, but yeah. I don't think it works against the if you already have it saves.
Alrighty. So, in general, what's going to be happening here, if you guys want to zoom your map out just a wee bit, it takes us some time, as Beryl is indeed a distance away. The 6 villagers introduce themselves to you guys. They, hammer home the point. We cannot defend ourselves, but we know our way around. We're going to be really, really, really quick. We'll park the carriage in a relatively secure location, and effectively what they're going to do is, as quickly but as quietly as they can, move through these homes and extract as many goods as possible. Load them up, and then do this over and over and over. There's a lot of these little huts to look through. There are, unfortunately, dead people already here. Some of them did not raise. Some are just left behind. Parts of them are left behind. You know the deal. So they're going to do their thing. Basically, what's going to happen is I'm going to have them run around, be in the looking state. And on the map, we're on this nice road right here. I will let you know that, of course, we're going to be attacked. Why wouldn't we? We have our 3 individuals already out. They are here to defend and do their best.
Is this a case of we are waiting around and we're getting attacked, or are we like getting attacked on the road?
So on the road, we see some in the distance, but we move past them fast enough that it doesn't really seem to be an issue. And after we've passed all the garbage, they take a few different routes to make sure we aren't followed here directly. Then we slow down the carriage, finally arrive at Beryl, and disembark. So we have, I think I've said her name like 5 different ways.
Sin.
Yeah, Sin, Sign. We have Sin looking to the north. She's defending this road.
Cosine.
Yeah, all right, cosine.
10.
I think Arbala should probably hop into a roof and watchtower that
Yes.
way.
I should.
You
That was exactly what I was going to say.
Yeah, I would say you very much can. Malia will be guarding this bottom road, and then Philip's going to be down here guarding the other bottom road, the right bottom road. I'm going to roll, and randomly, there are enemies that are pre-set up to charge at you guys. They are going
Let
to,
me give
indeed,
myself scouting as well.
sure. They are indeed going to do that very thing. They're going to run for y'all and try to num on your face.
I actually want to go check the houses before the guys go inside. Just make sure there's no zombies inside the houses.
Oh, sure. As like a first sweep,
Yeah.
you're more than welcome to. This, of course, is going to take a little bit of effort. So Arbalist, without really too much issue, you're able to climb up there. It's a little precarious. These roofs aren't perfect, but you do feel safe up here. Running along these roofs would be very, very dangerous, but you can find a nice, solid spot. You can tell that if disturbed, it will indeed collapse.
I'll make sure to like properly distribute my weight.
Yeah, most definitely. You by yourself up here, you're good. You're totally fine. No issue whatsoever. You can move full speed if you need to. Anyone else up here, though? I guess more than one person per roof would be not the best idea. Vega, if you want, you can go ahead and roll me a perception check for you to kind of run around town, doing your best looking for something. And then, Kane, what would you be doing?
I kind of want to be on a roof as well, just for a bit of safety, I guess.
Coward.
What do you mean? I'm a squishy caster, okay?
Fair. Go ahead. Honestly, more eyes on the roofs is not going to hurt.
Maybe you can try looking for clues for the other band that disappeared.
I mean, they were either eaten or zombie eyes.
Yeah, I don't think
But
this...
finding that card might be useful, I guess.
Ooh, yeah. Because
Oh.
I was hoping they'd already started stacking usable items into it.
I guess I can do that then. I'll get on the roof and look around for the last people's like cart or signs of where it could be.
Yeah, we can most definitely do that. Realistically, because you're all...
Flint will help Vega.
Yeah, but because you're all up there, everyone go ahead and roll reception. Since you're already on a roof harvest, you can look for the same thing that Kane is looking for. And then Vega, you're looking for stuff. The 28, 17, and 16. Vega, you're looking for stuff, you said, beforehand?
Zombies that got into houses, yeah.
Okay. Fortunately, you don't find anything. You do see that a lot of these were ripped through. Unfortunately, you find some limbs and some long ago dried blood that was left behind. Many locations of violence, but fortunately nothing really too bad. Kane, as you're looking about, you actually do think you see where their carriage is, or was, and it looks as if it is located to the north, past Sin, about a house or so past. It seems they tried parking it between two of these little huts, thinking they'd be safe there, and from what you can tell, Kane, it looks like it's probably okay, but it's going to need some love.
Like
Okay, I will
rebuilding
point it
love?
out.
A little bit of rebuilding, a little bit of kissing, yeah. Just a wee bit.
A little bit of let's fighting love.
Yeah, exactly. And speaking of let's fighting, Arbalest, you look to that very same direction, to the north, and you see a scene that's impossible to miss. First, you see two individuals that are shuffling towards your direction. They are armored and moving very slowly as they shuffle on over, just dragging themselves towards your group. You're not sure if they're coming directly for you. They don't seem to be invigorated for any reason. They are not well armed. One of them looks like their weapon has definitely seen better days, but the one in the back definitely looks better armed. And they are slowly shuffling forward. You see this way ahead of time. And next to them, you can see what was probably one of the horses.
There's no meat on it.
There's no meat. This is a meatless horse. Didn't you order a horse? Told me to hold the meat?
No.
Oh, sorry. Well, I can't put it back. It's already cooked.
It's now just glue.
You can blame my horse in Tears of the Kingdom. I named him Meat. He took all of it.
Wow.
Interesting choice.
Meat, bones.
Meat the horse.
All right, I'll scoot them back ever so slightly because you're going to see them way ahead of time. Their tokens are here just to be here, but they are a good distance away. I would say maybe like 100 or so. They're moving between various trees and bushes and between buildings to the point where it's difficult to keep an eye on them. But as high as you are, Arbalest, you can indeed see them moving forth. Kane, if you want to do anything with the cart, you probably have like a minute at most to go over and look at it and then reposition.
I figured we would look at it when we're not going to be in combat in like 2 seconds.
I mean, I would take a quick look around and see if there's like anyone else coming from different directions, and otherwise,
Yeah, I agree.
to people like they're coming from over there.
You think you see movement in the distance, but you're not sure if they're coming towards you. The longer we stay here, the more unsettling it becomes, as there's no animals or anything of that nature waiting around to, chirp or making.
Wait, the birds didn't come back?
There's nothing here from what you can hear.
But zombies don't eat plants or berries or anything. The birds should be back.
Should be, but they're not.
The birds are also zombies now.
No.
Please, no, I can't.
The bone birds.
I might have something for that.
I swear Yeti whips out a bird zombie swarm.
No.
Yeah, that might be a thing. I haven't checked.
I'm not sure if I'm a fan of that, considering that I'm on a roof.
This is quite true.
Anyway, I'm gonna shoot.
So seeing them at that distance, you're able to shout out ahead of time. You know that Malia and Philip are going to stay where they are. They're not going to help with this upper swarm. Your guys' job is to assist with anything coming. Their job is to stay as close as they can to these roads, because they know for a fact that we're going to be struck at some point. Basically, the way this is going to work is, the enemy is going to charge towards us. And as they do, the folk here are going to just keep working away. And we just need to make sure they don't get touched or harmed in any way. If you guys cannot see them, let me know. They're a little hard to see. I made them blue, but there are two this north area that we got to worry about the most. But yes, Arbalest, you're in a good position to fire first. Kane, did you want to reposition before Arbalest lets loose some arrows?
Can I just get on like any roof? Because I would have just
any roof that Arbalest is not on, yes.
All right, I'll go on this one.
Excellent. The workers will help you climb up onto the roof. Vega, you're more than welcome to reposition yourself. Sin is indeed ready for combat.
Don't set the roofs on fire, Kane.
No promises.
I mean, you're standing on it, not my problem.
Alrighty, Mr. Arbalest. While you can't see all three of them all the time, they occasionally weave in and out between bushes, trees, and other buildings. Which one would you like to aim for first?
Does the weaving look intentional, or is it just really mindless?
Like Is the horse being ridden, or is it just like kind of like,
It's walking next to them.
I mean, horses are definitely fast, but the other ones are dangerous. You know what? I believe Vega can deal with a horse, surely. So I'm going to shoot at one of the armored ones, I guess.
Alrighty.
Flint is helping me, right?
True. Oh. Yes, let me move him.
Thank you.
You don't need his help.
No, I do. I really do.
I mean, you have Sin.
I would like Flint's help, though. Flint got them chompers.
Yeah.
Are you for you, Vega? Specifically for you. And I guess for Kane, unfortunately, because you don't have like 300 something feet range.
You know what?
Yeah. You have good range, but not amazing range. Anyway, Arbalist, you can fire at anyone you want for the first round. They are, let's see, how far are they currently? 90 feet, and your range is what? 180?
With my hunt prey, 360.
With prey 360. Okay, you don't need to worry about range then. You're good. For the melee folk, though, they are not where they currently are. I'm going to have them basically move their full distance after Arbalist lets loose and starts shooting, and then they're going to move in. So their current position is not correct, Vega. I'll let you know when they're actually there.
All right. In that case, I just want to wait on my turns at the ready.
Sure. Ain't nothing wrong with that. So, Mr. Arbalist, please prepare your weapon.
Do I have time to prep some stuff before I start firing?
Define prep some stuff. What do you prep?
Gravity weapon, basically.
Oh, of course, yes.
And I would like to start the fight with it with not perception, but with
Stealth
stuff.
Yeah, go for it. Mr. Kane, go ahead and roll your goofy ass initiative.
Ah, yes.
Very nice. Oh, nice. The focus 1 is crossed off and it says 2. So it lets you know that it scaled up. That's really nice. I've never seen it before. That's awesome. All right, you rolled high enough that you've prepared everyone. We all know. We're all aware. I'm going to be rolling in the background for enemy reinforcements. So
I think technically everyone should have like one more because I was scouting. So
they should, yes.
I'm not sure if it added that.
It did not. They have that
it
manually.
added it for me, but not for everyone else.
Yep.
Okay. I shoot.
That is most assuredly a hit. Question, did you roll damage or did it roll automatically?
It rolled automatically, apparently.
Good, that means it's working. Okay, cool. Clearly I fixed it. Awesome. All right, you let loose, my friend. And you strike.
Did it also add the flat-footed to that guy, by the way? Because I'm hidden?
You most definitely would be. With flat-footed, that would actually make it a critical hit, dead on. So go ahead and roll me the critical damage instead.
30 damage.
Alrighty, with your first opening shot, yes, because they didn't have 30 health. With your first opening shot, you instantly take one of them out. It falls dead, and you can see, Arbalist, the two that were walking next to it, their eyes lock up to see where that came from. They're not looking directly at you, but they're looking at your group, and they begin to run forward.
Ooh, smart zombies? Wait, including the horse?
Yes.
A smart horse zombie.
Do you think the smart horse zombie is tameable?
Interesting
I
question.
mean, we don't really know if they're smart. They just noticed
There are
that
so many things wrong with that question.
They just noticed that they were attacked. But you can be dumb and see that you got attacked.
Yeah, but their eyes snapped up in a very specific direction. That to me says thought.
I guess, yeah.
All right, you said that you wanted to prepare an action?
Oh, no, I didn't want to prepare stuff. I was just going to shoot.
Currently,
you have a 120-foot spell, right?
that one there is 130 feet away, I think.
Okay, well,
Yes, 130.
I guess I will just prepare to shoot when they're in range, I guess.
Okay. Holding where you are. The two of them are going to sprint forward at maximum speed, which is going to land them exactly where they currently are. So they stop here. The dead one is far off in the distance, just being dead and lame. That one will cease. The horse will also run forward at its maximum distance, and it's going to actually end up a bit further. Alrighty, as your reaction came, which one did you want to shoot? They are both definitely within range.
Not the horse. Becca, you got the horse. You'll be fine.
Yeah, I'm good.
Nice.
Ice.
Yeah.
Alrighty, unfortunately, as it charges forward, it dives off to the side, and the ice just shoots one of its plates off on its shoulder as it continued charging forward. Vega.
Good luck.
What a pretty pony!
Oh, no.
What? The hell are you talking about?
How close is
How close is what?
the horse? Is that accurate?
You tell me, yeah.
Betting range.
That's 10 feet.
That's 10 feet.
Trip.
Are you knocking my horse over?
He's running full speed. He should, break all his bones if he trips.
Wow.
That's mean. I mean, technically speaking, I think horses definitely should have a tripping weakness.
Aha!
Do it.
Trip the horse.
Oh, it is a failure, isn't it?
You rolled a 2.
Yeah. That's not a failure.
Alrighty, the horse is very reflex proficient, and as you attempt to trip, it jumps over your weapon, looks towards you, Vega, and says,
It must be the lack of the meat.
"What do you think you're doing?"
Did you just talk?
Alright, you still have 2 actions, Vega. What will you do?
I give up one because I'm so flabbergasted.
Okay.
Literally stunned.
I don't know what to do after this horse has spoken.
Oh, don't just stand there.
Okay,
Yeah?
I need to think about this. Give me a second. Because now my question is horse tameable or valid?
When you say tameable, what do you mean exactly?
I was thinking we needed another horse to pull the extra cart.
Okay.
I mean,
Well, I will let you know there's no tame horse option, so
But we could befriend him.
maybe it's a
theoretically.
unicorn.
Look, this just feels something like what my goddess would do. It feels right.
No, it definitely doesn't.
If you want to use an action to talk to it, go for it.
Yes, I do.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me diplomacy.
Oh, dear God.
How good is your diplomacy?
Okay. Not a critical
Nice.
failure, but not great. Whatever you say to it, it just makes that horse noise at you. And it doesn't have
Like a sugar
eyebrows,
cube?
but it looks very angry at you, Vega, whatever you just suggested.
I suggested we be friends.
He doesn't want to be friends.
It makes a noise at you, and that's about it. Sin looks at you as if to say, what do you... What? Okay, whatever. Not sure what you're doing, but she moves around the beast into position, and she'll just do her thing and strike. As one does. Alrighty. She may have hit it 2 times, but when she does, you realize that the weapon she's using, her short sword, does effectively no damage. I rolled really poorly. What's going on there? I rolled 1, that's why. Okay. I'm rolling snake eyes, baby. She goes for stabbing and does not succeed, one might say. And looking to you, Vega, you can see her eyes widen a bit as if she says, "Oh, shit." And now, top of the order, I will roll.
That's a tough horse.
Okay. The dice have spoken. You hear people around you sort of panicking. One of them looks up at you, Arbalist, and they say, "Do you got this handled?"
Yeah, we've got this down.
All right, we'll keep looking. And they keep doing that. All right, sir, what do you do?
Oh, I don't know what the hell they're doing with that horse, but I'm going to shoot the other guy. Which is going to be weird because I have to designate him as my hunt prey now. Then reload and shoot. So Flint is going to not do anything again.
Besides look adorable.
Yeah, I mean, obviously.
As you do.
Still a critical hit, though.
Another crit.
He is
Excellent.
dead, however. He has 1 HP. That's cheating.
All right, this one is struck. And when it is, you can tell it looks a little more robust than the other one. After the arrow strikes it, it brandishes his weapon and looks directly towards you, Arbalist, but sort of quickly realizes it can't exactly reach to you, so its eyes bounce between Vega and Kane.
Don't look at me.
I mean,
No.
what's it going to do to Kane? Climb up the roof?
Do not perceive me.
So what's the deal with the horse? We keeping it, or?
I would like to keep it, yes. Hey, I just wanted a talking zombie. It doesn't have to be a humanoid one.
I mean, it makes it weirder.
Exactly. How the hell is this horse talking?
I mean,
This course could be chock full of info.
yeah. Or maybe someone forced some kind of soul into it.
Frankly, that's what I'm thinking. Which means it's chock full of info.
Which also means that it's an abomination against your goddess.
True.
Maybe?
Maybe.
By the way, let me throw something out here real quick, Vega. You are currently flanking the horse with where Sin is because of the range of your weapon, by the way, which gave her more damage, so good job.
Oh, yes.
All right, Kane, what you doing, buddy?
I mean, I can try to blast the boy again.
He has 1 HP. Just use anything.
Sure, why not? I mean, totally won't miss, right?
Woo, that is indeed a strike.
Oh, wait, did I rolled damage, didn't I? Or no, it did damage automatically.
It automatically rolls now.
Yeah, it automatically rolls now, which is nice. So while your ice does indeed strike it dead on in the chest, it leans back as if it's going to fall over and crumble, and then whips its body back forward, holding its weapon ever tighter and looking directly at you now, Kane.
That's not very nice. You're supposed to die.
This one seems to be tougher than the other one.
Oh, I can also shield. Just AC shoots something.
I mean, does it
and
look like we
find-
have a crossbow or something?
From what you can tell, he is wielding a rather large axe, and that's about it.
I mean, he can still throw it, technically.
Theoretically.
Yeah, I guess. Wow,
Oh, yeah, but is anything
he's
for
really
custom
gonna
shield?
attempt it.
Let's see. Is he going to? He is really far away.
I mean, he's
No.
also gonna have to climb up.
Indeed.
It's not very nice.
Or is this a spider skeleton?
Spider skeleton? Reason no.
So basically, he can run up and then use one action to climb and then just be next to you, and that's it. So one action to move, one action to run, one action to climb, and then one action to finish moving up there. That's it. So he charges for you, and you can tell Kane as he's covered in this frost. He does indeed look a little more intimidating than the other one that went down in a single blow. And the roof is starting to kind of shake on you guys just a wee bit. And this rather angry horse begins to look around. What did you say to it exactly, by the way, Vega?
You mean where my diplomacy failed?
Yes, what did you say?
What she was attempting to say was, "Would you like to be my friend?" And instead it came out as "horsey."
Cute horsey! While she's thinking about that, the one that climbed up towards you, Kane, you could see its jaw was moving as it got closer and closer and closer. And as it reaches the top of this little section, you can just hear it muttering under its breath, "Bastard, bastard, bastard, bastard," just over and over.
Okay.
Got it. How are you talking with no tongue?
Very carefully.
Wait, that's what you said to try to negotiate?
Yes.
Excellent.
What do you mean? It's
This is
all
why it didn't work.
It shouldn't be talking at all.
I failed that diplomacy roll. Shut up.
This is
I
quite
know,
true.
That's why I'm shouting at you. Even Flint is looking at you weird.
Damn.
The horse will whip itself towards you and quickly attempt to kick out with its hooves at you.
Damn, the horse also has reach.
Any large creature has reach by default.
All right, that's true.
Yeah,
Big boys.
Like
very big boys. And if he has a
Well,
reach
Flint is
weapon,
also getting it.
he gets even more reach, which is kind of crazy. And he
Yes.
whips himself over to Sin, and then he goes to strike her. Missing, fortunately, is she ducks out of the way from this parry. He'll use his last stack to hit her as well. Why not? Okay, critically misses. Does she?
Nice.
Does she have a response to that? I don't think she does. Nope. Okay.
No, I think you need to be a high level of that.
Alrighty. Having struck out only one time, the horse misses Sin twice, and then turns back to you, Vega. Completely expressionless, it is staring at you. What do you do?
Hey, come on, I just want to talk. Bop him on the head.
Just take it ahead.
Alrighty, and again, with your weapon, while it's not as bad as Sin's last little scenario there, you feel as if it's somewhat resistant to your blade.
Well, I don't have anything better, so dare I do a 0?
You have other options.
Sure.
You got fear, you got rage.
Oh, sure.
You can't fear it. Well,
What? Hey, it's
that's
smart. What are you
metagaming.
talking about? Oh, you
that's
mean
true, actually.
you mean I'm gonna fail?
You're not sure. You do know that the mindless undead are immune to your fear tactics. You're not sure about these, though.
This is not
Maybe
mine.
you can,
Please.
yeah, maybe you can recall knowledge if it's mindless, technically.
You can do that too. Yeah. Alrighty. As you give this thing, it's staring you down currently. You decide to return the favor and also stare it down, Vega. And while it is not immune, you just barely fail your intimidation check. It holds firm and locks eyes with you.
Locks
about
eye
now?
sockets.
Never mind, that succeeds.
Bad horsey. I just want to talk.
And somehow
Hey.
that's
Probably doesn't want to be called horsey.
Hey, what's your name?
Blossom.
All right, so we'll throw the frightened condition on. Are you asking its name while frightening it?
Yeah.
Do you say anything, or are you just giving it the look?
I
The
have to
look.
say its name. How can the look communicate? What's your name? My eyes are not that expressive yet. Maybe when I'm level 15 and up.
All right, you aggressively ask for its name. Rather than a question, you are demanding this thing tell you its name. Did someone say Buttercup?
Blossom.
Blossom. Bubbles? We got the trio. It looks to you, Vega,
Oh, that's terrifying.
and you can tell for but a moment. It takes a step back ever so slightly and says, "In life, I was Blossom."
It was an actual horse. What? That's a pretty name. I bet you were a pretty horse.
Is that your turn, miss?
Yeah, it is.
Sin will very confusedly strike out at the creature. Ooh, critical hit.
Yeah, that's fine. We just need its head.
Oh.
All right, fortunately, that'll actually do some damage. Because high resistance works. And a critical miss. Excellent. Okay. Well.
Does the horse have a reaction?
Fortunately, it does not. All right, she will swing out 3 times. The first one, thanks to your flat-footed and all that extra nonsense, she'll do a very heavy helping amount of damage. It is resistant again. Her blades do bounce off the bone, but she finds a really particular location to stick it, and you can hear multiple bones break and shatter. And Sin looks over to you, Vega, and says, "I'm sorry, why are you talking to it?"
Because we could use another horse to pull the extra cart.
Hmm.
Good point, but I don't think this one will be joining us.
How do you know?
She gives you a look as if to say, you know what? I actually don't know. And suddenly, coming from the south now, Arbalist, you can see that at the end of this turn, another group will soon arrive. They will be in this exact position at the end of this turn, having used all their movement to get here. Another 2 of those individuals that are armored, and another one that you really can't see that well that is zipping between various bushes and homes, moving more intentionally than the others directly towards your group.
Oh boy. I'm going to finish off the one next to Kane, hopefully. That's 2 action. Oh, geez,
Holy
that's another
mother of
crit.
God.
I keep critting.
Well, it's dead. It is supremely
Nice.
dead.
So for thematic reasons, I hit it in its head and I launch it into the river.
Exactly. The head just gets ripped off of its neck and soars into the river and splashes. You can hear the bones crack. And in
Hey,
front of
Kane.
you...
You're free now, right? Can you help me with those guys over there? And I'll point to the one to the south.
Maybe.
For my last action, honestly, I'm just gonna have Flint attack twice, honestly.
I believe.
Wow.
Oh my God, we're just critting and critting and critting.
No, he is.
Is it even worth going for trying to do a non-lethal attack? Or
Do you want to?
My horse! My horse!
I mean, I'm not even sure how Flint would do that.
You just command him to non-lethally take this thing down.
Sure, I'll tell him to, like, I don't know, get it to the ground or something. Grab it by its neck and put it to the ground.
Can I use my next turn to wrap it in ropes? Tie up his legs?
Well, it's no longer feared because it's out of business. I'll give it 1 HP to signify that it's out, and I'll flip the token upside down because he's sleepy. Flint will jump in and temporarily remove one of its back legs, and it will crumble as it screams out, "Curses and damnation!" as it falls back and just kind of crumbles and it can't move.
Now it can't pull the card.
Oh,
I'll
that's
just
fine.
restring it with rope.
Flint is just nibbling on the leg, I guess.
Are these ones down here actually where they are, or are they further?
They are further. They're exactly 1 turn further. At the very end of this round, they're going to be exactly right there.
Well, then I will just wait and shoot them when they're in range.
Sounds good?
Oh no, that's a
Wait,
dog!
Yeah, it is.
What?
Alrighty, Vega, what do you do?
Am I tying up the horse or what?
You can shout this to Sin and she'll do it for you.
All right.
Hmm.
She gives you a look as if to say, like, I don't know why, but you know what? Sure. She whips out some rope and starts to tie this horse down, even though it's basically out.
Thank you.
Looking to you, she says, I've got this direction handled. Just do what you can. And way off the distance, Arbalist, you can see more of these things moving in very slowly. They're not necessarily come to this direction, but anything could trigger them. They're probably within your range, technically, Arbalist. We don't necessarily need to worry about them, but Sin is going to stay in this position just in case more come charging this way.
I'm not sure if I want to move all the way in.
Might as well. You have to protect this unharmed guy.
Yep, there's a guy.
That's true.
There's a dude right there. They're very squishy.
Maybe they shouldn't be there.
Is that your full movement?
I can move a little further, so yeah.
Holy shit.
I
She's an elf.
had nimble feet, yeah.
And she's nimble.
Very nice. All right. Sin's going to spend her whole turn tying this thing up, then moving to the other side to get closer to the 2 that Kane are near to help guard them. And that's all she's going to be doing for her turn. And in this round, they would be added to the initiative order. Wow, my boy rolled really well. Holy shit. 30. Okay. All right. At the end of that round, they moved into position to where they are now. If you want to use your reaction to zap one of them, Kane, you're more than welcome to, or you can wait for them to move closer.
I'll just give one a good zapping for now.
Alrighty. I think
So
all
why
of them
not?
are exactly within like 120 feet, so you're good.
For 8 damage.
All right, you strike it directly in the chest, right past Vega, and you can see Vega, that this one up front seems to be a little weaker, very similar to the one that Arbalest was able to completely nuke into orbit.
Excellent. Not that it means anything to me right now.
All right.
This dog is alarming, though.
Indeed, yes.
It's probably very fast as well.
Like I said, alarming. Hey,
Alarmingly fast.
puppy, what's your name?
No.
All the animals can speak.
I hope not.
We just return with an entire menagerie of talking animals. Talking zombie animals.
All right, it'll move forward. And as it does, you notice something very particular about this one, Vega. Upon closer inspection, the two Zambo boys that are getting near you, you feel a heat emanating from them, a very light heat. When this one moves forward, though, you feel more than just a light heat. It feels worrying.
It's not like dripping lava, is it?
You're not sure, but this thing is absolutely...
I'm sorry, what?
Okay, I cannot reach him.
Definitely, that guy definitely should have moved from there.
Vega, go ahead and roll me that reflex save in chat there for me, please and thank you. Nice, a success. All right,
Actually, you didn't die.
I actually do need to leave this. Alrighty, the hound breathes in Vega and unleashes flame upon thee. Fortunately, you succeed. This is a very hot dog, you are correct. And you take half damage. Still hurts like a mother, though, as the flames lick up at you.
Average.
Did not roll very well. But this general area is now filled with a cloud of smoke for a time. Let me note that here.
Oh no. Wait, does that mean a conceal?
Creatures within are concealed, which would be you, Vega, actually.
That's actually...
Oh, okay,
good.
so it's not on fire.
No, this is smoke instead. And after it finishes blowing this flame, the dude back there is freaking out. He is very much going to move at the end of the round. If you guys tell any of these people to move, they will definitely move.
Yeah, I would tell him to get away from this house in general, honestly.
All right, at the end of his turn, he's out.
Well, I've gotten my target. It's the dog.
Shoot the puppy.
His resistances are very weird. Okay. So your weapon, I see you have the tag, is magical. I think it's probably from the +1, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So this should work. So your arrow soars on in, but as with the last one, does seemingly less than you were expecting, and it burns against its flesh.
Don't tell me it's a ghost dog.
Not a ghost dog. There's something very odd about it, though.
I say that there's something odd about this dog. And that's my turn.
Alrighty, Mr. Kane, what do you do?
I have like one option from this far away, so I'm just gonna shoot the dog.
Wow, that's a sentence.
You know, it's fine.
Oh, yeah, you did.
Just keep shooting the dog.
I also slow it with that, don't you?
Yeah, but he's right there anyway. So.
You absolutely nuke this thing from that distance, by the way, Kane. You do definitely slightly more with your crit, and the beast is slowed for a round, I believe. Yes, for 1 round, 10 foot slow. Ow.
I mean, I don't think it was really going anywhere, but
maybe he wanted to go somewhere.
I have a single action that I can use to shield myself, basically, but I don't need to right now.
Could also see what it is, if it has any other weaknesses or weirdness about it.
Sure. I can try to see if I know anything about it.
Sure. Go ahead and roll me. Now, this is your choice. You can roll Arcana, Nature, Occultism, or Religion.
I feel like occultism fits the best, but Arcana's the same roll for me, so it's just do occultism. Okay.
Cool. All right. Fortunately,
roll that.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay, it doesn't matter.
All right, not a critical failure, a normal failure. You're unable to tell from this distance, Kane, but there is something, I would say, vaguely incorporeal about this hot dog, but it's most assuredly here. It seems, like I mentioned to Arbalest, as if there's something very much off about this thing. And Vega, you think you can hear it mumbling, but you can't understand any of the words that are coming out of its mouth. It sounds like fire just crackling.
Weird.
Okay.
Unless
I will.
Has a secret fourth action.
I'm gonna swack it.
Okay.
No, it's fine.
You got it.
How is that a crit success? What?
It just, because you technically beat it by 10, so the system just says crit. All right, so you definitely, most assuredly hit it.
Okay.
And with your quick blow, Vega, this thing was on its last limbs. You're able to thwomp it right on the back, and it splits in half easier than you were expecting. And rather than leaving the body that you anticipated behind, a lump of flesh is indeed left in this thing's wake. But you feel heat emanate from this thing. What's going to happen is, on death, it's going to use a reaction, and it's going to explode. You are probably within range. Yeah. And I don't think you are, actually. You're 105 feet away. All right. Arbalist and Vega, go ahead and make me that will save. And Malia, technically.
You guys will be fine.
I'm
right?
sorry, how big is this explosion?
It's not an
100
explosion.
feet.
It's a scream of fear.
Oh.
All right, I believe each of you just get a normal success. Success. Yes, alrighty. Sorrow's howl. The Hearthhound howls mournfully, communicating all the loss and pain it's seen during its life. And as it screams outward, you do all succeed. The creature is slowed for 1 round as it sobs uncontrollably. Excellent. As one does. Sounds like a Saturday night.
Oh.
All right, for 1 round, suddenly you feel a sadness overcome you, Vega. And you will be slowed for a round. Slowed means you have 1 fewer action.
Okay.
Teehee.
Swack.
I mean, not until next round, so you can do your full 3 rounds now.
Yes.
Oh, it's next round? Okay.
Yeah, so next round you get 2 actions.
All right, Casila's putting him at a disadvantage. No, I think I'll leave it.
Technically, you need to roll a flat d20 first, see if you could hit it. You could. Well,
She did. Now, luckily, assuming the thing stays, all of them will be attacking at a thingy as well.
Yeah, I'll do another swack.
another sweat, guys. Another roll.
Nice.
Oh, wow, I'm rolling really well for you. Congratulations.
Thanks.
I'm proud of you, truly. Alrighty.
We got that DM luck.
With a 3 quick, was that a flat roll of 19?
Yeah, it was a
Yeah.
flat roll.
Damn, girl. 3 quick blows. You sunder the one in front of you, and it just kind of and then falls over dead.
I think we got a good dice seed this time around.
From the miss, I want to say, hey, that's some nice armor you got there.
Is it though?
I'm attempting to start a conversation. It doesn't have to be.
You're saying it to the other one?
Yes.
How rude.
What? No, I'm putting on a false voice to make him think I mean it. Please.
Oh, you're not saying to the one you just murdered after saying it has nice armor?
No, I'm.
She's trying to bait their intelligence.
Yes.
How
If they have any.
rude.
How dare.
If they have any.
If they have any intelligence?
Yeah, I'm telling him he has a nice armor, the one who's still alive, to see if he responds.
Okay. I see how it is.
Oh, demons got me. You're my own husband. You're supposed to get me.
Listen, they're smart, but they're not that smart.
Hey, the horse was that smart.
This one looks at you as if to say, I'm not sure what you precisely mean by that, miss.
All right, well, that answers the question.
The horse was smart enough to be offended.
But it's also going to run into the Smokyville, and it's going to swing out with its other actions. Dear God, I actually missed.
That one hit them.
All right, you just barely hit on this one, and you feel a little extra something as you were struck by this bad boy. Go ahead and make me that fortitude save there, Vega, if you could be so kind. A critical success! Holy shit! Alrighty, as it smashes you with this axe, various awful and just chunks of God knows what fall off of it, splashing to the floor, and you can smell, almost see at this point, as it shuffles towards you, just this sick filth layer all over this thing and its weaponry, that fortunately, it may have struck you, you're able to avoid. When it did strike you, though, there was a little extra, spicy heat behind its weapon. And you can see within its rib cage, there is a fire that still burns. And y'all are kind of just back and forth.
Despite
checking.
it being dead, it's still in love with someone.
Da-da-da-da.
That's what you meant, right?
Indeed.
Wow.
All right, Sin is going to kind of sit in between, looking at the grappled horse and trying to stay close to these individuals here. And then end of round, you told this guy to move. He'll do his best to move. All right, he'll move to the front, and next turn he'll keep looking. At the end of this round, though, since you're still on the roof, both Kane and Arbalest, you'll now see
Oh, good.
to the northeast, we have another horseman, and we have 2 more of those armored fellows. At the end of this round, they will be here.
Has anyone noticed that these party comps are very intentional?
For what? The enemies? Or?
Yeah.
Alrighty, Arbalest, you may be slowed, but you are at a pretty good position. They are far, but you can definitely see him.
True. It's still not great though.
No, it's not.
So instead, I'm gonna use one action to reload and the other one to send Puppy over to the river. As I am bawling my eyes out, speaking in a language I didn't even know I could speak.
This is fine.
Very sad memories strike out at you. And you feel, Kane, as if you were just beyond the range of whatever that was.
Yeah, and I'll point like behind Kane. There's more over there. Hoo. That's my action.
All right, Mr. Kane, you can see them approaching from the north. If you want to do the same thing you've been doing, you are more than welcome. They'll be in this exact position at the end of the round.
I don't think there's anything else I can do, so I'll just wait.
You'll be fine, right, Vega?
Wait,
Toad.
pew pew.
I was actually going to say, on your turn, Kane, please make me a reflex save.
Oh, good.
What?
Oh, good.
Alrighty, I was going to mention these rooms work for one individual. There's currently a dead individual. I was going to say at the top, but you killed him. It was going to be on his turn. So essentially, what's going to happen here is you prepare everything, but with an 11, that is going to be a failure. If you're okay with that, then we shall go on to the consequences of most likely falling through the roof.
That's fine. I'll take it.
Okay, sounds good. Nice. All right, you will fall and land on something relatively sharp and or something slams into your butt bone and hurts like shit. But yes, you do indeed land in a pile of just junk, and now you're inside the building.
I think I'd rather land on something sharp.
So this would have happened at the beginning of your turn, actually. So if you want to reposition, you're more than welcome to.
Oh, this would have been on my turn? Okay.
Yes, this would have been in the beginning. My bad.
At that point, I would get up for one action and probably walk outside and look around this corner, I guess.
You can just barely see him in the distance.
And I guess I can shield just in case anything happens. But
Sure.
Shield's not on my list. I have to open up my shield. I don't know why.
It's not?
No, not on my drop down.
Oh, I can see it. Weird. It's the second one after. I almost called it electrolytes. What? Yeah, I can see the spell. It's after electrolyte. Nice. Okay. Molly is going to attempt to fire at the Zamboy that's in the mist, but unfortunately, her first strike is going to miss. She'll try one more time. 12. Okay, this one has a potentiality to hit. Shortbow, go. Good job, Shortbow. Alrighty. She is no longer slowed. You can kind of hear her sniffling where she stands. And one arrow goes flying and strikes the beast in front of you, Vega. What do you do? Reminder, you have 2 actions.
I'm gonna swag.
Really? That's so unlike you.
I know, right?
Didn't see it coming. Don't forget to roll for thingy.
If you're both concealed in the same mist, you need to roll?
I mean, you're still in the mist, right?
Yes.
Okay, so my roll's
I
good,
think-
right?
I think it's anyone in the mist. Target in the mist. Straight up has it.
It says the area is filled with a cloud of smoke for 2 rounds. Creatures within are concealed, and other creatures are concealed to them. Concealed for everybody. Your first attack will indeed strike. You roll an 8.
Second.
That's a low roll.
Second will miss no matter what.
Okie doke.
As it moves around in the mist. You cannot see
I can't
precisely.
believe you missed him because of the mist.
I know.
Alrighty, your slow wears off. The creature attempts to move in towards you. Curse and damnation. All right, it attempted to grab. Fortunately, you're able to move just barely out of the way. And as it did indeed miss, it's going to just swipe at you with its axe. Which won't do anything because the concealed roll failed. And with its final pathetic card. All right, let's just... Wow. Those flips. 17-4, 116. Okay. And
Power of concealment.
as the axe smashes into the ground, you can just hear it cursing to itself, Vega. Just slowly lifts it back up, just saying, shit, 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 shit. And you can see both its eyes are glowing with embers as it stares at you.
As in, like, fire embers?
Mm-hmm. Sin will shout up to you, Arbalest, saying, I see the ones coming from the east, but I can't move in. I'll need to stay north. And by this point, some smaller zombies, ones that we don't really need to worry about, they are far, far, far weaker than the ones we fought so far, are beginning to shamble in slowly, and she's taking them out one at a time. There are very few of them. We'll roll for the remaining enemies that are coming from that exact direction. Kane, I will ask you, the villager that you're staying next to, would you instructed him to move or keep collecting items?
Probably would have told them to go like more up north. Northwest-ish towards where the horse is tied up.
Towards the horse, okay. He will do his best to move over that way. He'll move toward the building so he's closer, or safer.
Yeah.
All right, cool. All right, Arbalest. Those enemies are indeed right there.
Yes. Like, how deep is this river?
Not very deep. You can run through it pretty easy.
Well, fuck.
In fact, it's barely flowing. And look, it's not dried up, but it's not doing well.
Seeing as we're in a semi-desperate strait, I'm going to consume my oil of potency now.
Question, is the river dried up naturally, or is there reason to think like this time of year it might be some sort of dam?
You're far enough that it's hard to tell, unfortunately. If you were closer, you could definitely give it a good look. From the distance that you were when you were looking around the town, though, it might be in drought season, potentially. It's getting cold, so there's like some little chunks of ice floating down, but it's worrisome, one might say.
Because of the drought or because of a potential dam?
Might be a potential dam.
How
All right.
long?
So there's no way to.
This?
I'm about to say.
It's not? Okay.
I don't think that I don't see anything weirdly enough, but it becomes a temporary
Okay.
+1 striking weapon, right?
Yeah, so I can
Okay.
just edit my
Weapon.
crossbow to be striking, right?
Bingo. Yep. Go ahead and just make it a striking weapon for this encounter. It's for 1 minute. Yeah.
Then I'll use my second action to... which one should I mark? Like, the horse is the only one that can really traverse and attack, so I'm gonna kill a horse quickly.
No, please no!
What, you want 2 horses now?
Yes.
Too bad.
Greedy.
Actually, I
fighting.
want 3.
No.
I want 3.
You get
can't
one.
see the horse, you have no, say in this
I
matter.
need Blossom, Buttercup, and Bubble.
Oh no.
No, that's not happening. You can't see the horse, so you don't have a say in that matter. I shoot the horse. I critically hit the horse.
Ooh, yeah, you do.
You better go buy a lottery ticket.
Might. I rolled so low on the damage though. Jesus.
Didn't roll great, and it's also slightly resistant, but you still took a fair chunk out of it. You see the bones splinter and snap as you strike it from the distance.
Good.
Alrighty, Kane.
I don't like it here.
Let's say you
Can
get
help
sir.
out my dog.
Well, then blasting the horse.
Poor horse.
I mean, he deserves it.
Probably.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it doesn't do that much, apparently.
No. I will hit.
All right, that will indeed hit dead on. As your ice strikes at the beast, unlike the other ones that were roaming about, this one seems weirdly resistant to your ice magic.
No.
Oh no, do these ones have like blue glowy eyes?
Nothing glowing from what you can see from this one. It just seems, no skin or anything. Naturally resistant.
That makes sense,
That's
actually.
fine. That's my only option from this range, anyways. And I'll just shield again just in case something gets shot at me.
Alrighty.
Please protect my dog.
Skeletal horse! Alright, you're blasting away, but it looks as if the two are commanding it in some way. They're telling it something. And you can see from a distance, it makes some noises, and then rather than heading towards you, Kane, it actually heads straight south. And
Okay.
it's going to use a special ability called Gallop. And it's going to get there in 2 actions, which it would have done so anyway. Okay.
Ooh,
Can
someone
we yell
better.
at people to run?
Yeah, yell.
If they are alive by the end of this, yes, they will very much try to run. It will charge after the dwarf that is digging through one of these barrels, and its hooves are going to go flying for this guy's head. Unfortunately, it will indeed strike, and from this distance, as the horse runs in, it smashes into the commoner, kicking him up against the back wall of this thatch hut with one hoof, pulls the other hoof back, and completely collapses his face into the back of his skull.
Well,
The other one stops collecting, looking at his body, and just is completely agape. As we now have Molly is still here. All right, by this point, the smoke has dissipated. We hear some bullshit in the distance. She will do her best
Do your damn job.
to short bow. Striking once. All right, only striking once. Shit. Molly is trying her best, and you can see a little bit of a quiver in her strike. As she's reloading and looking about in Vega, you can see a few more of these shamblers are moving off from the south now, coming towards you. And Philip will now join the group.
The shamblers are the little weak ones, right?
Yes, the very, very, very weak ones. All right, Philip will be going next. And this bastard here, going to use 1 action to move, then 1 action to move, and then 1 more action to move here. Philip cannot reach them easily, so he will move in. Blades already drawn. Ooh, critically hitting. Okay, sir. I see how we do things.
Destroy him.
All right, with his first blow. Actually, hold up. Philip had a special ability. I forgot about that. What does double slice do?
Isn't that the one where you attack twice, and if you hit both, you apply the damage of all of them to one hit?
Yeah, make 2 strikes, 1 with each weapon. using the multiple attack penalty bonus. Both strikes must have the same target. Yes. If both hit, combine their damage. Okay. Okay. Oh,
I think if one of them crits, you both crit, right?
it says if both hit. So let's see if there are any even hits at the same multiple attack penalty bonus. They both crit.
They both crit.
Oh my god. Okay.
Spicy?
Yep.
Oh, he's dead?
Yeah, it's dead. Because that would be combined to get around resistance, and it has some resistance, but not that much. All right. You said
From the roof, I see Philip do like a weird flip, bisecting the guy.
Yeah, you said Philip, do your damn job, and apparently he listened. Holy shit! He just charges in absolutely.
I give him a golf club.
Destroys this thing, and he seems focused on the horse now. Alrighty, Vega. Jesus.
Why isn't this guy dead yet?
Because concealed.
You killed him.
And you ran out of
I mean,
action.
he is dead. He's a zombie.
I mean, dead permanently.
I mean, deader. Dead too.
Dead the sequel. You go to strike and he just barely parries your blow, and you can tell this thing is on its absolute last legs. And you swing 2 more times, and it parries both of your blows. And as it looks towards you, it just says, "Not today, not today." Begins to look around for that civilian that ran away. Not seeing it, because when y'all did a good job calling it out. Good job. It will just swipe out at you, Vega. Critically striking, unfortunately. Big, fat, oof. As this one means to harm you, dear sister.
And Arbalest watches me fall.
No,
You'll be fine, right?
I just hear a thump and assume it's Vega.
I'm looking the other way right now.
You can hear my weight, right?
Sure. I've gotten used to the weight of you falling prone because you
exactly, because I've done it too often.
Its flaming axe burns against you, Vega, and more of this awful decides to fling itself in your general direction. Please make me another fortitude save, as you are tumbling down. Wonderful, another success. The junk does not get on you, and for now, the creature seems to have had its fill, and it will begin to move away. It's dragging its axe along the floor, and it can just barely see the guy. Arbalest, you hear him shout out. And while this is happening, the other one over here will begin to move towards Dog. Oh, look, he can actually move towards Dog. Nice. He will just do just that then with 2 move actions. Axe held high in the air as he strikes down at Poochums. All right, we're all critting today. Everything's just a crit, apparently. Holy shit.
That's fine.
Oh, my lord. All right, Dogman, please also, I'm giving you a grotesque gift. Please roll if you'd be so kind. Another success. All right, no one wants my grotesque gift. I'm kind of sad, but it's all right. As he whacks the living shit out of Flint, but he seems, for now, to be okay. Sin is looking around, and I don't have line of sight for this guy, unfortunately. She will move like past this tree to get line of sight while she's trying to take some fools out. Switch to crossbow, and badoom. Not very strong, but it's okay. We're trying. Oh god, it's only 1d6. Flat 1d6. Girl. Oh my god.
Yeah.
It did the range penalty in the math. It just knows to do it. Oh, that's so cool. It knows he's far away. That's really cool. That's rad.
Makes sense.
That's rad as tits. Alrighty, Arbalest, in the distance, you hear a rumbling. Things are beginning to move. You hear panic. The citizens are looking around as if to say, should we keep looking? Do we have it covered? They can't see in the distance. They're on the floor. Arbalest, what do you say? Free action.
Hide. Get inside the houses. Take cover. Get to the center of the whatever the hell this is. Crossroad.
The 2 that are near you are going to do just that and get inside the building there in front. They're going to hide in there.
I guess I'm gonna have to ask Malia to get Vega up. She has potions on her.
Okay. She nods at that and will do so. Oh, she actually has pretty good initiative.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's wrong?
The murder horse goes next.
I have to get rid of the horse, otherwise it's gonna kill one of the...
It's already killed one.
Yeah, but there's another one, is the issue. Luckily, he's my hunted prey, so I'm just gonna shoot him, I guess. Rerolling. That's better.
That's definitely better. And even with the resistance, that is just enough damage to fell the beast, sticking it through its head. Unfortunately, the Buttercup needed to be taken down. It's got a kill count that we know of, at least.
No. She tasted blood. Had to die.
Yep. Can't have that. And as it's raising its other hoof, bloody hoof, to crush this other person, your arrow goes soaring, sticking it through its skull, explodes as the creature shudders for a moment, and then falls to the floor.
Yes. Now see, if I was smart, I would get Flint away from this guy. But I am suspecting that this is a fighter and he's going to attack of opportunity me. Let's just hope that Philip can come help me, I guess. And I'm going to... Yeah, he's just going to bite twice, I guess.
Sure.
I bite him once.
It does reasonable damage.
Surprising. Bonus damage because he's a dog and he's made out of bones.
I know, right? Now you got that in your
Weakness, please.
But now you got that in your mouth.
He's a dog, he doesn't mind. He isn't sad, that's fine.
He eats dead shit all the time. He eats his own shit. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm surprised he didn't eat the weird debuff thing you were trying to apply to me.
All right, with 2 quick snaps. 1 strikes, 1 misses. Kane, you're right around the corner from this bad boy. He seems relatively healthy, but pretty hurt. What do you do?
Murder him, Kane. He hit my dog.
How dare he hit your dog? I'm gonna peek around the corner and I'm just gonna use all of my actions to blast.
Oh, nice.
Get to getting.
Alright.
And to scorch his ray.
Okay,
Oh, nice.
one's a crit.
Hey! Hey!
Damn.
Oh boy.
We definitely are rolling high today.
All right,
So the enemies.
0, double, and double, right?
Yep.
All right, yeah. All right, so double and double. Nice. Well, guess what, my friend? That first one. God, the base damage is 46.
If I use all 3 actions on it, yeah.
Good decision. It absolutely turns this dude into paste. As you burn away, he goes to raise his axe to strike out at Flint one more time, and you can see a look in its eye as if it's hoping to finish off this little animal. But with 1 blast, right in the shoulder, a strike, a pop, burning as it takes over its body, and it seems maybe slightly resistant to this, but all the same, you hit the shit out of this thing. It is not immune to fire, and it is torn apart as one of its limbs, arms, goes flying. It can no longer support its axe, so that arm begins to collapse. It turns to you, is struck in the chest with the other one, and falls backward into the water.
You get for hitting dogs.
Arbalest whistles.
Alrighty, Molly will
Totally didn't just shoot a dog.
move forward.
Well, it was an undead dog thing.
It wasn't technically a dog anymore.
Dogint.
I'll use one that says use.
This is starting to look familiar.
All right, she quickly rushes over to you, Vega, digging through your pockets, finding a potion, and then pouring it into your mouth. You cough a bit, but with all 3 reactions, she seems to have brought you back. And looking down, Molly says, Vega, you all right?
Yep, I'm used to this. Thanks, friend.
Good. I think we need to go now. There are more coming. I can hear them in the distance.
More of the big ones?
Small ones, but they tend to also attract the big ones.
Yeah, it sounds good to me.
And as that's happening, Phil sees off in the distance there are some others. So Philip will run around this corner. He will shout to this person and get them to join him as he's trying to avert their eyes away from the unfortunately lost civilian. And Vega, it's now your turn.
Well, everything's dead, right?
Everything in the local area that you can see except for the one that went around the corner.
Oh, this bastard's still alive?
Mm-hmm.
Hi.
Hold up. Yeah, 1 action to stand up.
Mm-hmm.
And then 2 actions to move there.
Damn.
Was it 2 actions to move there, right?
Yeah, it was.
Don't die again.
Also 1 action to resummon your sword. All right, so with that, I'm going to let lag. This boy here will see you. No, he doesn't see you, Vega. You begin to charge up to him, and he's going to move around the corner here. And he's going to start looking in this building. All right, what I'm going to do for both of them is I'll have them roll stealth.
I mean, surely they also barricaded the door, right? Locked it or something.
They most definitely started to. So I'll have them roll stealth to see if he even considers. Not greasy. Also, that would have been 11, that would have been +2. All right. So their stealth attempt clearly wasn't very good. So instead, this thing's going to attempt to break down the door with 1 action to move and then an athletics. All right, crit. It charges around the corner. 1 action. 2nd action, it grabs the door. It just tears it off the hinges. And then for the 3rd action, they're going to be moved back further because they didn't do very good on stealth. So they're going to be hiding in the back. It's going to charge in the building, looking for them. None of you can see or hear what's going on, but you think you hear a gasp, Arbalest, as the door explodes and the thing charges in. All right, Sin will ensure that the horse is taken care of while taking out these smaller Zambos. All right, now, top of the order. You all can see from the distance, a lot of smaller ones are getting closer and closer. Phil shouts out, along with Sin, we should probably get going now. And you think you see some larger ones off in the distance. When I say larger, I mean it's probably height-wise over some of these trees and even one of these buildings, lumbering about.
Hold up, like a behemoth?
Yes. And it's beginning to look around. It's like pushing trees out of its way, and it doesn't necessarily see where you are now, but due to all the sound and such, you can tell everything's slowly gravitating towards this area. You guys' cart is relatively close.
Yeah, I would like to shout, everyone get to the cart now.
Okay. Top of the order, we're kind of out of initiative until once this Draugr dude dies, we're good. But he's the last active enemy on the map.
I'm gonna hunt for him. And would you say he is being loud enough that I can pinpoint his location beneath me?
No, just roll me a flat d20. He's concealed.
D20.
Is it concealed from you, or is it one of those? Obscured.
Concealed makes sense.
Do I get a bonus for having him as my hunted prey?
Flat d20.
Oh, I hate flat d20s. They never roll for me. See?
No!
Can I hero point it?
Yeah, you can hero point that.
I just had to reroll it, Ellie.
Hey, all right, yes. You can very much attack it. You can see through the
I'm not
thatched
going to
roof.
so much attack it. I'm going to jump through the roof using my weight and just slam down on it.
Sure. Are you using the butt of your weapon to like hit it?
Yep.
All right, yeah, good. Go roll your butt attack.
I critically smash it in the head.
You critically smash. All right, on top of this, Jesus Christ, go ahead and take an extra hero point for breaking through the roof. I like that. Some good shit. And this boy is no longer. As you crash down onto him, you smash him into the ground. Zero chance at harming either of these individuals. Both of them stand shocked looking at you like, holy shit, that was so cool. And they take a step back to make sure it is dead. And looking at it, it is 100% no longer a threat to us. What do you say to these two, Arbalest, as they look very panicked?
We're leaving. Get going.
All right, they nod, they grab a few things, and they begin to head out. Alrighty. As it is indeed our time, things are going to get kind of bad for a moment, and then we'll have time to decide what we do. As you head outside the building, Arbalest, I'll go ahead and just end the encounter. Your group can see, Kane, now that you're standing, Vega, Arbalest, now that you've exited the building. Looking around, more of these little shits are slowly moving inward. Flint has taken one out. As you exit Arbalest, it throws one of its arms to the ground. Flint looks over to you. There aren't really too many in that area. They're having issues walking through the water, thank God. But you see more and more of these things off in the distance. We still need to saddle up, get our shit situated. I'll move all the good people to the center. If you still want this horse, Vega, you have time to think about how you're going to accomplish that.
I will make time.
Okay.
I mean, I kind of also want to bring the dead guy. You can't leave his corpse behind, right?
He's indeed up in the corner, so y'all have a week to think about that. You can go ahead and keep your token near the horse if you want, Vega, to remind yourself that I want horsey, please and thank you. You most assuredly can hear things approaching from the distance. When we come back to this scenario next week, we'll use something very similar to the chase rules to get the hell away from these rotting sons of bitches. But until then.